Hello friend, David Ray Newby here, author of Beyond Billions. I'm here today to ask you an important question. What would you do if someone offered you $1 billion? I actually had that experience happen today. A gentleman who works with one of the top 2% of all billionaires in the world, very high profile, you'd know their name if I told you, offered me multiple billions. So at the end of this video, I'll let you know how I responded to that offer. But first, I want to talk with you about how in the world do you create convergence where your life can go to the next level. So I'm a big student of King Solomon, wisest person who ever lived, also the wealthiest business person that ever lived. He created about $4 trillion of wealth by being creative in the gold industry 3,000 years ago. And his wealth not only helped him, the whole nation of Israel, it helped the whole nation that he was the king of. There was literally not a single homeless person in the whole country when he ruled the country. So one of the principles is that the spiritual principles, I think that, in my life, I've done a lot of spiritual development in reading the Bible every year through the last 10 years. And there's a couple principles in terms of renewing your mind. And I've done a lot of mind renewing and really done a lot of inner work spiritually the last 10 years. And that's tremendously helped me. It's helped me be a better husband. It's helped me be a better father. That's really transformed my relationship with my sons. So I'd encourage you, whether you're a mother or father, or even if you don't have kids, but you are the leader of a business, realize that your spiritual development directly impacts everyone around you. The second area that I would encourage, that I've done a lot of work into the area of physical health. I've actually gained weight since I turned 44. I'm 48 now, and so I really had to adjust my strategy and just be wiser in managing my body, because my energy level's gone down, my testosterone level's gone down. A lot of men in their mid 40s, late 40s experience that, and so I've had to go to the next level of wisdom in terms of taking care of my body. But when your body is healthy, when you have energy, it really helps you be a lot more productive. Another area that I've done a lot of work in the area of my body is just learning. There's a spiritual principle in the Bible, be still and know that I'm God. That first part, be still, is like, if you want to be at peace, being at peace really helps you deal with challenges that come up in a much more productive manner. In the past, I grew up around a bunch of murderers, literal murderers. So I was in constant fight or flight. I would say most of my life up until around age 40. And in the last 10 years, I've learned some back stretching techniques, and more recently, the Wim Hof technique to calm my body down. The Wim Hof breathing specifically will help calm your body. The cold water helps reduce inflammation in your body. So that be still, it's important to a lot of people of different faiths. They pray and they meditate. But I think another really key component to being still is to learn how to breathe and regulate your level of adrenaline and just get your body out of fight or flight. A lot of people don't realize it, but if they have unhealed traumas from the past, whether they were sexually abused or violence was done against them, and that's not just physical violence, sometimes just, you never know when your parents are gonna start cussing you out and making you feel like you're 2 inches tall. That's another form of violence that can also put you into fight or flight. And that will just burn your adrenal glands out. So I'd encourage you, if you want to go to the next level, how in the world did someone offer me multiple billions of dollars today? It comes from doing a lot of inner spiritual healing work, doing a lot of physical work to get my body to a calm state. And then lastly, doing a lot of emotional work. I've done a lot of therapy, EMDR therapy. There's a lot of different kinds of therapy out there. So I'd encourage you, it's not either or. It's not, only take care of the body and everything else take care of itself. I'd encourage you to do all three. Really seek next level wisdom for your spiritual health, seek next level wisdom and strategies for your physical health, and seek next level healing and upgrading yourself emotionally. So I think doing work in all three of those areas is important. So I told you at the end of the video, I tell you how did I respond to the person offering me multiple billions of dollars. Speaking of health, a friend of mine died very suddenly at the beginning of this year, and that really lit a fire into my butt to take my impact, positive impact on the world to the next level. So I asked God for witty inventions, creative solutions for challenges in the marketplace, and God very graciously and kindly answered my prayer and gave me a really cool business solution. I've worked diligently on that since the beginning, late February, early March, and I've put together an amazing team of 8-9 people to accomplish everything we need to do to turn this venture into, by God's grace, a $50 to $100 billion venture in the next 3 to 5 years. We already have, last week, we got another $5 billion of assets pledged to us, and we already have a $1 billion asset that potentially may be worth $12 billion pledged to us already. So when you have certainty, when you take action and faith, then amazing doors happen to you. A friend of mine told me the other day, good luck, when he knew I was going to talk to this very connected, wealthy gentleman that I talked to today. And I told him, thank you so much. Like, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So how I responded was, thank you so much for that offer. We're looking to only raise, up to $350 million for this first round of funding to buy this first $1 billion, possibly $12 billion asset. But we could potentially use, multiple billions of dollars to buy several more gold mines. In my case, it's a gold mine. Several more gold mines at an accelerated rate as soon as we're ready to provide liquidity to those assets. And so it was really good. Like, I could have gone, well, let me figure out how to use the whole multiple billions they offered me. But I was just able to calmly say, this is all that we need right now. Is that acceptable to you? Is that a good first step? And he said, yes, that would be great. Talk to my guy, let him do all the due diligence, and let's reconnect next week. So so I just want to encourage you, if I wouldn't have done as much work on myself physically as I had done already in preparation for this call, I could have easily gone into fight or flight, because like the weight of managing multiple billions of dollars, right? I could have gone into fight or flight because I had a rejection identity for many years as a kid about, I want this guy to like me, I want him to do business with me. If I tell him no, what if he gets upset, right? So just being able to calm myself physically, spiritually, emotionally, just being centered and certain about what I'm doing and what resources are required. I was able to just tell him, we don't need that much. Here's how much we can use as a first step. And it was no big deal. So I want to encourage you, I'm not sure how you would respond if someone offered you $1 billion or multiple billions of dollars. But I'd encourage you, work on all three of those areas, your physical health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health. And ask God for witty inventions. Ask him for wisdom. I'll leave you with one last spiritual principle. The Bible says if any man, and that also applies to women, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives abundantly to those who ask without withholding. So if you want to take your impact, whether it's in your family, in your health, as a parent, as a spouse, as a business leader, as a friend, to the next level, I encourage you, ask God boldly for witty inventions, next level strategies, seek wisdom, and then when you get new revelation, take action on that new revelation. Even if it feels weird, oftentimes doing a new thing will feel wrong at first, but that's just because you're not used to it. The more you take new consistent action, the more your results will change. So I trust this video has been empowering to you. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. And I'm excited to see, let me know in the comments, what would you do if someone offered you $1 billion? And which of those three areas do you think, physical, emotional, or spiritual, which of those areas do you think, would be most beneficial to you to focus on working and seeking next level wisdom to take your life to the next level? God bless you, friend. Yeshua Shalom, and talk to you later. Bye for now.